to like get more kills.
Well, a Weaver. He does a little bit more minus armor, but it's that
No, I love it.
escape from the Viper, being able to run away from the bat when he rotates. A very difficult carry hero to kill here.
You're thinking defensively, offensively. Viper is gonna. I actually think Viper will struggle like quite hard with this. It is very easy to die, I think, on Viper if he doesn't play carefully.
Like
when you get the bugs on you.
Like you hit level 2 on Puckchamp, you've got Wyvern and this Weaver just running at you. Yeah.
And the more levels they get, I think it's harder and harder.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I like this Weaver pick a lot, and it's also something that can get really involved early.
5 seconds.
I believe
remain.
Puckchamp will struggle if Crystallize plays this Weaver in a greedy way. If he tries to farm a little bit too much, there's this chance that mind games do just farm up good items, and Alk has a BKB, and suddenly your game's very difficult.
It feels like you've got to be the one kind of aggressive front foot forward as Puckchamp, play into mind games, try and limit that Viper's early game, try and stop that Alk from farming away. But yeah, the wrench in the works is always going to be that Bat Rider kind of roaming around and finding openings in that breakdown of the laning stage once we get kind of 10 minutes in or so. I'm starting to wonder about this off lane, Mars Nyx Assassin. They've got a lot of stuns there, but are they going to be able to do much against an Alk Disruptor?
Well, this is the test. Is he gonna go Glimpse level 1, Gary? Is this the build?
We saw it earlier today.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Although, what if Nyx just went Carapace level 1 and then just drops the damage? It's actually just counters the strat, yeah. Alchemist Disruptor lane seems to me like they'll just want to push the lane with Acid Spray and spells, and then pull if they can. So I would like to see some focus on the pull camps there.
So it might come down to like Nyx buying boots and dragging waves and stuff like that to move the equilibrium away as well.
Yeah, he'll need to make sure his hard camp is blocked. So I think they want to play aggressively on the lane together. Maybe they can kill like Disruptor if he ever steps out of position. Alk is like a carry who has no real defensive capabilities like to protect his support the way that like an Ursa might. You got on the support that Ursa jumps in and like rips you in half. Alk doesn't do that. The best thing Alk can provide is just a way to trade more efficiently with his support and lane.
And make some money.
Yeah.
Lots of money.
Yeah, and he goes like the stun too, right? So you have just, I don't know, I guess that might be the defensive way to help save your Disruptor, but you have to charge it up, and they have 2 stuns on Puckchamp. It's hard. If they get like a Nyx stun into a spearback, Slayer's going to be way out of position, and it'll probably at that point be hard to save his life.
Oh, that's true. Well, maybe he'll be happy about that, giving his Alk some free time. Some interesting kind of mirroring. Both teams smoke and head to the opposite side of the map.
30 seconds.
Getting some early vision down. Radiant warding their side of the river, while Dire ward Triangle and that mid lane looking at the top rune spot. And Lil close getting tagged by the sticky napalm, and Icarus walked into them. Crystallize, Shikuchi's forward, Light Striker clips the bat. First blood is coming, and Icarus runs forward. Down he goes as Malik claims his life. No return kill. Oh, there is, sorry, Lil does die.
The fate of the universe and the pride of 10 people on the line. This is Dota.
Okay, can't be unhappy with that. Usually you really are happy if your mid gets the first blood for the bottle, but like, who cares? Ironclad died for first blood, that sets him back. Got some nice experience. Your Mars is... I wonder what he'll buy, actually. I've been very curious about this Mars build. I really liked earlier when they went the Falcon Blade.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good adaptation because Bracers got nerfed.
I'll see what he decides to do. He does have a circlet and a gauntlet there, so might be heading into it. They also did D-ward mid. Radiant got rid of that Dire Obs ward, so a little bit more money going into the pockets of Big Num, it looks like, who placed the sentry. And what's this? They're tri-laning. Mind Games sends Slayer up top. So Viper, Marcy, and Disruptor here. And now Disruptor TPs.
I'm not sure what they were hoping for. The idea of the tri-lane was like, oh yeah, this makes sense because, like I said, this Weaver has got a lot of kill throw on the Viper, so they need the 3 heroes, but then it's like, okay, you're leaving your Act to die, mate? Or... Maybe there's a chance. Hold on.
I was just wondering if that's a test of like, is there an observable here, like seeing vision to see how they react? Because like, Crystallize and Lil probably want to play aggressively on the Viper, like you were saying, like this, going in with the stuns, hit him with a Shikuchi. If Disruptor walks up there, they were definitely being more timid. So maybe now Slayer knows they've got some. I'm spitballing, honestly. Maybe.
I can spitball too. Let me try.
Go for it.
Maybe they brought 3 heroes top because if Puckchamp bring 3 heroes top, they could easily kill the Viper level 1. They wanna make sure that doesn't happen. Then they see the Wyvern bot, they're like, okay, good, you TP away.
Safeguard the Viper on there. Good stuff. Lots of spitballers. Well, the Viper does get a kill. Lil dies again. Let's start off the top lane.
Marcy's scary. You have to respect how strong that hero is at level 10. Yeah, he got rank 3 down and up. That's bad.
Astral taking a lot of damage down bottom to Thunderstrike and Concoction. Alchemist running pretty low on regen. Needs some tangos handed over by the Disruptor now, though. Like Malik having a good time. 8 last hits so far, 3 denies, so limiting some of his Alex farm early days.
It's nice for them to work together to harass out the support on the bot lane. It's gonna let him farm really nicely on Alpha.
Well, lack of regen there. Lina, 11-7.
Ooh!
Getting dived with 5 sticky napalms on her, though. Water Rune popped, tower aggro to the range creep. Can he still go for this? 6 stacks, 7 built up now. Young G does have a light strike array, but this is dangerous, and he misses the stun. Minecraft Firefly is wearing out, so the damage is limited. The final punch! Oh, he gets the kill! The level 4 1v1. Down bottom, oh yeah, the Lina can't TP back to lane, can she?
She can't! That is worst case scenario for any mid player.
With the perfect wombo combo. Yeah, the long walk of shame for Young G now.
He didn't smoke.
He's got boots.
Oh, sad. Didn't go for a ball. I had to get boots. I'm crying on side. That is terrible. And that was snowball. That is a snowball mid hero. Now you're getting extra levels. You're gonna hit your 5. You're gonna hit your 6. Young G is just gonna die. I think to this level 6. They're gonna have now. That's gonna have a complete chain effect. Supports might have to play around him to help him stop from feeding. And then that means your side lanes are weaker. And then yeah, it's literally just compounds, and it's. That was nasty.
Yeah, some serious lane bleed. Yeah. The funniest thing for me is I'm looking at mid lane. I'm like, oh yeah, Lina's doing really great. You know, 11 last hits, 7 denies. Bat has like 10, and now Bat has 18 just off the back. How quickly he can turn. You said it in the lane, right? There's nothing really that can stop a Bat Rider once he's got his eyes set on the prize. And now level 5. Lina having to play very scared behind tower. Can't go for water runes. That's going to be another bottle refill for the Bat Rider down at the bottom rune spot as well.
Well, guess what? I get to admit on the fly that apparently Weaver sucks against Viper.
Oh,
he has so little CS. It is. I really thought this was a strong lane. I guess it's really hard to play when you have playing against Marcy. Those early kills probably just boosted him up really nice. This Viper has 2 Wraith Bands right now. That got buffed in the big patch, more attack speed. Like Crystallize just really struggling to CS.
It's also like your support is a Nyx assassin, right? He throws a stun and then he's just the body. Doesn't do that much. Yeah, Marcy and Viper doing a lot more work. Down bottom, Astral again being gone on. Alchemist and Disruptor keeping that Wyvern very low, so it's basically a 2v1 lane for the most part. Alchemist going to close in that Soul Ring pretty quickly. Unlocking the jungle for himself.
Oh, that's another little death. This here was way too weak. I really thought they were going to play the Wyvern top. I know you're like pairing range, melee. This Nyx feels like there's not like what is he meant to do? You can't train at all with either Viper or Marcy. You lose both those trades.
Oh, and another catch on mid. Bat Rider going for the other solo kill. Young G dead again. Minecraft makes it look easy. Look at him.
The snowball effect. It's happening.
6-minute rune. It's going to spawn top, isn't it? Of course it does. Yeah, it's for the Bat Rider there. They're going to catch the Wyvern with Marcy and Disruptor. And he's just pick off after pick off. The glimpse with a bit of damage going in there onto Astral. And the big surrounding him make it easy. Yeah, that top lane, you put the two bugs up there. I think it's a massive oversight that you're playing two insects into the raid, the repellent of Viper's toxin and poison.
Fox phrase him.
Sad stuff. Oh wait, is Bat gonna kill? Oh no, there's a sentry. The Invis Bat was looking real spooky for the tasty Lena there. Bit of a go on the Viper top though. Maybe now catch the Viper. And on to crystallize. I mean, we were just gonna die. They're just losing two heroes up top to this Viper on a spree. Up, we go with a double kill. Kill the swarm. Bugs removed.
This is getting out of control very quickly.
It is. Mars is their only hope now.
And mind games are having such nice side lanes that I talked about Puckchamp suffering by having to bring supports mid. Well, mind games get to bring supports mid and make Puckchamp's game even harder. And they're not losing anything in the meantime.
We're not seeing that adaptation from the Mars. Double brace of soul rings, so the classic old stuff. Not changing anything there, Malik.
Next he's gonna buy BKB eggs.
Yeah, what the hell not?
No, never heard of her.
Just keep doing what I've always been doing.
Oh.
Wait,
It's not a bad build.
Who invades the jungle now to find this alchemist? Because it feels like when you're behind and you're bleeding out, you want to go smoke and make a play somewhere, but I don't know.
Bo1.
Well, Wraithband treads one, he's too tanky. Backed up by a Marcy. And they're pinging Slayer now, but there's nowhere to go. Well, maybe this Mars can make a play with this arena. But right now, they're eyeing up top. That Young G and Lil are going to be roaming around. Do we go mid? Do we go top? Do we go jungle? Just chill a bit. Get our farm going. Think about the future of this game and not live in the moment.
Young G will take the jungle to give Wyvern some levels. I actually think it might be better to give Lil farm than levels. Just because your playmaker's gonna... He's the playmate, right? Like, if you're looking for kills, if you're looking to go in the jungle, you need someone to scout ahead, you need that invis, you need the threat on the side lanes from him. Wyvern is not that type of hero. Wyvern's a disengager.
The big red reset button.
Yeah.
Maybe we see that from the pairing of like Malik and Lil. Mars and Nyx can play together in a little bit. Need those levels desperately though, and that's why Lil kind of shadowing Young G to try and get a bit of experience. Grab a bounty rune. But in this meanwhile, you know, Aincrad is farming stacks of Ancients and Large Cap. Alchemist has been untouched for a good 3-4 minutes. Nothing is stopping this very, very swift acceleration of the Radiant Cause. What's that? Boots of Travel, 9 minutes in with one bottle. Batrider is huge with a Fairy's Trinket as well. That's no joke.
Lucky.
Blessed by the RNG. And we've given Malik a fair amount of free time. He's top of the net worth of his team, closing in on 4,000. What's that? He's got Phase Boots coming. Phase Boots, a little shovel arriving for him. I really would like to see them smoke up and go do something.
Same. I just feel like Puckchamp is limited by the supports levels, and that's what they're thinking. Let's do something we can't until Nyx 6. Radiant is like, well, we're winning the farming game, we don't have to do anything. Malik, this is a big issue with Mars, is the fact that he requires so many of these items, like the double brace of Soul Ring, especially with the price increase of the Soul Ring. This is a lot of gold. You're spending 2,000 gold-ish? Yeah, like 2 braces is 1,000 gold, Soul Ring's 1,000 gold. You spent 2k, you spent a blink dagger just on your necessary items.
Yeah, they're going to catch mid on the Wyvern. Lasso in. Astral. Is he going to slip away from... No. Even with a cold embrace, he should still be dying here, right? Magic damage. Any more coming? The flame break. There we go. Finish him off from long range. Launch the artillery around him. Yeah, like you were saying, it's this massive investment into... Like, I don't know. I consider Bracer and Soul in kind of laning stage items. And the laning stage broke down, what, 6 or 7 minutes in? Alchemist left the lane, so you now have all of that gold in laning phase items when you're not really laning against anyone.
Yeah, you feel the need for the Soul Ring because you need the mana, and I get that. it just feels really bad to spend this amount of gold. Maybe you have to drop a bracer in this current new patch, or maybe you have to change up for the
Weaver. Static Storm. Yeah, Crystallized Dead. They get their 6s on their support. Slayer's straight up there with the help of Big Numbers Unleash. I think you're right, dropping a bracer, even 2 of them maybe, or shifting to that Falcon Blade build, something like that.
Dire structures are fortified.
Definitely see the Falcon Blade build. I just feel right now for him that they need something to happen to make this game move in a good way for them, and they can't do that without either Nyx getting level 6 and Mind Game's playing a little sloppy, or they get Blink or Malik, they smoke up and they make a play like that. They're smoking young G-Bot right now though.
Something has to change, and a kill on the bat would be huge here. Top net worth of the game. Arena. Gonna catch out Icran with a spear, and they've got the chain stuns to find it. That is huge for young G. Buys up his boots to travel and a bit of recovery for Puckchamp.
His game sense is just a tiny bit lacking. I mean, he felt it. He felt it in his bones. That's why he was playing in the trees. I don't want to show my face around here. They might kill me. He's like, oh, but I kind of want to lost at that creep though.
There's one more creep, one more wave. On the glimpse of the mid. Carapace catches him with the acid spray, so the concoction's going to land on Alec himself. Now, follow through not coming means the Winter's Curse. Astral gets it on the Disruptor and looks to pick off Slayer. Little turn of play from Puckchamp.
Picking up TPs in and just walks into the Wyvern Curse. I hate you. I hate you, Slayer.
Yeah, you may be my captain, but I'm going to kill you anyway.
Dire are scanning.
That's a much better room, though. Puckchamp may be feeling a bit better about themselves the past couple of minutes. They smoke up again. If they can keep these going, pick off after pick off, they can definitely lift themselves up by the bootstraps and get back into this. Weaver has to be.
Pretty nice walls down tall on Puckchamp.
Oh, they do, yeah. Oh, but they see Lil come, big num. And that off sentry down, walking back into the dire vision, gets clipped by the stun. Young G can't land the light strike array, so the rebound, super long range disengage.
Every time I see rebound, I'm like, ain't no way that's not an ether lens. And I click, and he has brown boots. I'm like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, just jumps a mile. Little Fosbury flop to get over the stick. Oh, so that was what, 4 heroes rotated by Puckchamp to get up top, and now it's the return smoke. Flare and grab it with Static Storm. They see young G. They know he is here alone. But even need a Static Storm, it looks like. No, they're going to throw it in anyway. Make sure she is deader than dead while they glimpse back the Nyx who attempted the TP. Let's get the Carapace off, but he's surrounded now by 4 of them, disposed back into the Viper's waiting arms. And Lil dead to the bat. It's all give and take.
Double damage.
I've heavily been enjoying Disruptor today.
He's a good hero, yeah.
Yeah, he seems really good. It's so easy to just get involved, and you're doing so much damage. Like we saw Marcy and Disruptor killing Wyvern. Or just, it feels like they have enough damage now on Disruptor where you can just be very impactful without a core. Oh my god. Oh my god, loss after loss!
Oh, young G, unlucky, mate.
Brother.
Sent back to Fountain.
This is got boosted travel move speed.
That's true. And Mars has a blink now.
Okay. But it didn't take him very long to farm that at all, actually. Only like 5 minutes.
Hey, farmed a couple of those stacks near the Ancients.
Nice.
Got himself very farmed. So what, it's smoke time now? Let's go play. Nyx has Vendetta, but it's on cooldown, sadly.
They have a ward top that shows them where Viper is. They know Viper's location. I think this makes them safe. They want better.
Sad. Yeah, they're gonna find Slayer. That's the only one they'll find here. Disrupt. I mean, a kill is a kill, and maybe they can transfer this into a tower push with the counterport wave arriving. But you're absolutely right. They would have loved to kill off a core hero there. They do get a bit of deep vision, and they're held arena, so they can go around too.
Viper ult something.
Yeah, they're killing the Weaver. That's just a Viper Master killing a Weaver.
He has Orchid.
He does have Orchid on the Viper. You are correct.
That's good.
That's a counter. And then
He's just playing his own little game top.
Big Num just TP'd in mid. Oh, he was thinking about the jump.
Puckchamp right now, they need to break this map open. They have bot, and they have good wards. Like they see what's happening in the spot jungle, they were seeing what was happening in the top jungle. Really, they've had great eyes on everything, but they haven't been able to translate it.
Man, Batrider. He's just gonna lasso an illusion.
Respect it. Mind game of playing very nicely for gold.
Mine is truly
Your Viper is literally just sitting top under an enemy ward, and the enemy can't even touch him. Getting his Orchid, playing like a carry. It's gonna go BKB. You just need to get him moving and mobile around the map. I like the smoke a lot. Like, it feels bad when you are a Viper and you just sit in the same place on the map all day. Slice, he feels it though.
Yeah, it was all signaled out. The Lina, I think they saw the smoke with that dire ward in their top rune spot, so they knew that they were heading down south. And Will's going to be the one to face tank it. Immediately Orchid silenced. That was quick from the Viper. Expert vision gets straight tapped by the Orchid. Alchemist has had a very quiet couple of minutes. Radiant's already done, well on his way to BKB. And he's going to be the big raid boss this game.
Puckchamp might not be pushing it because they know that they still have more timings to hit. Lina BKB being the big one.
Bide your time, wait for those important moments. And I need this Weaver to start picking up the pace as well. And crystallize another 5 minutes of farming time.
Now this is a sad thing though. You're farming with the Weaver carry. It's not. I don't think he's gonna out carry Alchemist that. There's a chance. I guess if you go like 6 lives and Daedalus and stuff, you could really disrupt that backline. Marcy Disruptor especially, kind of just die to him. Depends how much money's getting churned into these supports. A Disruptor late game with Ags is just gonna ruin Crystallize in his game.
I'll destroy them. It also feels pretty good though, heading into kind of late game with Lina Weaver as your two carriers and Mars Wyvern as your team fighters. They give you a good curse of the Slayer near that mid lane. Get the Viper turn around, Mars sent back, he's stuck in a static storm though, they lasso running in, Lina dragged back into them. 2 quick kills, turn into a third, they can't kill the Viper, nobody on the Radiant dies. Puckchamp is held between legs now, just wondering what they have to do right.
Crystallize gets glimpsed back to his farming pattern.
Relegated back to the bottom jungle.
Yep. Okay, what's the... Oh, go on?
I was just going to finish my thought. I was thinking it's pretty nice having like Arena and Curse with 2 range carries because you can reset the fight, start pummeling from long range, but if you're the ones being jumped on by Lasso and Dispose and stuff, it doesn't work.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's a little hard, especially with like now mind games are gonna get BKBs too. I talked about Lina, but that is matching her farm right now in terms of finishing BKB. The Alk has just finished his, that's gonna come out. The game only gets harder now. I'm just wondering what their Roshan timing is, what they need to do it. Maybe they're just chilling to finish their BKBs and then they want to take a fight around Roche and do it. Maybe if Puckchamp commit to bot, then they'll walk in and do it. They kind of have a lot of conditions to try and take it. In terms of damage, they're... Yeah, with Chemical Rage, they could probably do it in the Acid Spray.
Yeah. It just feels like Puckchamp are so heavily reliant on vision. Like, so much of Pro Dota is about having a vision, being able to jump, choose your target to catch someone out. But when you've got Nyx, Wyvern, Mars, you need to know that the hero you're going on absolutely will die in the duration of one of those ultis. And if your Wyvern's the one being picked off first, Astral flies over the cliff tops and does escape in the end. And that means your team fight is over now, basically. You've got to reset, hold out, and wait to go back towards Roche again.
Yeah, they wait for a Chemical Rage and then they'll go again. I don't know if they'll go with Smoke or if they'll just walk back in. One of the two. Bat is still thinking about his BKB. Oh, they're smoking. They're just gonna go for it.
Smoking.
21 seconds left.
That same ward again.
Yeah.
Was that,
I mean, it's fine,
just
right?
Out of range as well.
Like, let's imagine Puckchamp back off really hard here because of the smoke. They can still just walk back into a Roche and do it.
Yeah. And they're still going to get the vision on the Nyx, it looks like. Big num. Well, that's a dire sentry, not a raging one. I'm a little bit stupid. I thought he was going to go for it, but you're right, into Roche they head. Alchemist to that Chemical Rage. Wiping away the big boy. And no contest from the Dire. Tried to scout it with a swarm. Maybe still thinking about fighting even into the Aegis, though. They're kind of prepping themselves for mid lane.
I definitely think they should chill, let Bat finish BKB, and then Alk and the rest of the team just take top tower. Then he can just join with Boost of Travel on Minecraft. Also means that if he can just like reshove out one of the lanes if needed.
I got a glimpse on the rebound, Tumbler's toy. Oh, look at that heavy hit from Alk with that side kick on him. Punching straight through the Nyx. Who did they silence it? Viper just silenced the creep, didn't aggro it though. I think that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to aggro the creep wave so he can kill it a little bit faster. Yeah, you're right. Radiant straight up to top tier 2. Bat Rider, BKB is done, so you can TP out to lane now and join the 5-man squad.
Crystallize really wants his Lincolns. I don't think he'll be swayed to TP top. I think Puckchamp knows. I think the call was main and that's why they just back off TP out.
I wasn't far away from catching that Mars or the Wyvern on the way out though.
Close.
Got to contend with this Aegis Alchemist. Group up mid, try and smoke. Radiant Vision spots them all going there, and I think Mind Games will have a pretty solid idea of what's going on.
Can't outrun a wild.
Gonna retreat back to the bottom of the mid lane, but isolated. Minecraft, BKB's up, still thinking about fighting, but the Winter's Curse will stop any aggression that he had in his mind. And with the BKB wearing off, they've got the arena, they've got to catch him here, and Bat Rider down. Puckchamp, even fighting into Aegis, understanding that with a couple of heroes going into these wider spots on the map, they had a big opening there in a 5v3.
Oh, that's big though. They okay, I like a lot that Mind Games bought a gem. I think when you're ahead, especially with a lineup like this, you should buy a gem and really just control vision on the map. And it just makes the game impossible for Puckchamp to play because they always feel in danger. They just it limits their plays. But they lost it. They lost the gem. Bat died. I think he thought he was kind of invincible with his BKB, which is slightly fair, but he got Wyvern in.
Yeah.
That is a heavy loss, honestly, losing that gem. Because now it kind of swings the other way. Like, obviously Mind Games are still stronger, but they lost their vision advantage, or they will. And that does give Puckchamp a way back in.
Yeah, super important for Puckchamp to, again, see these heroes and catch them with the ultis they've got. Out in the BKB concoction to make sure that Lil will die down in that bottom part of the map.
Spiteful BKB.
Also, I've been watching this Viper, he's got the Specialists array, and it's just kind of funny to see Viper shooting multiple projectiles out of his nose.
Oh yeah. It's kind of cute.
Mini Medusa.
Way.
Very toxic Medusa.
Assuming you can't poison attack with it, it's just normal.
I don't know. It says does not trigger attack modifier, so yeah, you'd be correct.
Aww. Well, that would be kind of broken, to be fair.
Probably. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Youngji farming for his life. This man needs to become the carry. Weaver's got his Lincolns now.
Lincoln's into BKB. Double defensive item required.
What can you do?
But yeah, you're losing all of your outer towers. Tier 2 needs to be glyphed up. We did retake the outpost top though.
I think it's nice that Young G is farming hard for damage now, going for a Silver Edge, wanting to kind of be that carry. If Crystallize can get a Lincoln's, that makes his ability to split push and be elusive on the map better. It also means that if they take a fight, he can put it on Young G. If they want to siege, you can let Lina do that for you. You're not necessarily the one that does damage until later when you're able to get a Scotty, a Daedalus, what have you. It's pretty helpful.
Lil being a little bit cheeky. You just ran with Vendetta to carapace the Alk Radiance and then just ran away, didn't even bother stunning or anything. Yeah, buying a bit of time, trying to sow the seeds of discord in the Mind Games team room. Alk are going to take out the Ancients, the large camp on his dire side, and now they can use this. Yeah, the line is drawn there, right? Use this as a platform to launch yourself into mid, into bot, cutting 2 waves at the same time. Nice place for the Radiant to play from.
And Alk has a blink now. He'll swap it in. Aegis is expiring.
Even more initiation from them. Bat has Blink, Alk has Blink, they've got Rebound from Marcy, so many ways to get into the back lines, find the Lina in particular.
Top tower is under
And the
attack.
Wyvern, obviously we saw that last big fight, the Bat Rider getting Wyvern is pretty huge and detrimental to their team fight. If they are able to find the Wyvern at all, like Alk is going for an Abyssal Blade. There's no way in hell Wyvern survives. I think he's playing really well though, his positioning has been good all game, and he has bought a Blink, which is doubly nice, because it means he doesn't have to sit there behind, because usually that's how you figure it out, right? Like, I'm looking for Wyvern, I see the carry, Wyvern is probably like in these trees. This way he can play further back more safely and Blink forward only when necessary.
That's a good shout. I just saw the pings from Batrider. Mars and Winter Wyvern are missing. Those are the two big team fight heroes that Mind Games definitely need to be wary of. Pretty good ward coverage here from the Dire team. They see lane top, 2 wards in their top jungle, and they're trying to play around them, readying themselves for a fight on a ramp or a staircase. They can have those close quarter battles to get the most out of their aerial ultis. And there we go with Winter's Curse to reset out that initiation from the Bat. Light Strike Arrays connecting on the Viper and that Batrider, leading to 2 core kills for Young G. Alchemist has to be getting TP home, and a spear onto Slayer goes into damage to the river. Blink forward, Malik. He wants the 3rd one. Swarm over the top of the Disruptor. And a good move from the Puckchamp boys.
That's good. Now, again, the Winter White, like Astral is my MVP right now. Not to mention the wards all game, I have loved them. They've been so good. Astral is playing so well.
He's having a great game. Nice. Winter's Curse has been the undoing of Mind Games in the past couple of team fights. It's been a pretty steady journey for them for the most part. First 20 minutes was probably easy, some might say.
I think they're learning their lesson now, though. You do not go on anyone except Wyvern. It's a hard lesson.
Has to be learned.
Yep, has to be learned. You have a BKB on Bat, you have a BKB on Alchemist. Yeah, it sucks to get Carapace, but you cannot go on anyone else. This Wyvern ult, too powerful.
And you kind of want a situation where Wyvern ults into your BKBs, you kill the Wyvern, and then even a buyback's not gonna help. Like, you want Wyvern to waste the ulti.
I have to. Winter's Curse does TP.
If I must, I must.
Yep.
Another big smoke there from Puckchamp. This lane ward up top we mentioned did scout out Slayer, and it might have caught a glimpse of the Alchemist. Long time until Roshan respawns. Almost 3 minutes on the clock for him. Well, looks like Mind Game just want to slow things down, relax a little bit, get to there. Abyssal Blade on the Alchemist. On top of this, Assault Cuirass is completed. What's Batrider looking for? Lincoln Sphere going to come up next for him. Viper shows top. Carapace into the Nether Toxin. Swarm, but a rebound play from Marcy. Gets in on top of the Nyx, and Lil will fall.
Yep. Alk went this AC before lane. Pretty early.
He's a big boy. 22,000 net worth.
That's crazy. I've never seen a carry farm so hard before. Surely he must have some sort of money creation power.
Oh yes, steroids. That's what's in those little flasks and concoctions. Give you room, crystallize. Yeah, he'll take it. Still a minute and a half for Roche now. What does Puckchamp do?
You don't know how long it is. If they're able to keep tabs on the Roche bit, Mind Games can just chill for this Abyssal. This Abyssal will be really big. They just need to find a way to get vision of Wyvern. Whether they play on some cliff ward and just really control it, like this is the Team Spirit TI11 way. You only play on wards at all times, vision masters, but you're playing into a gem that you gave away. It's miserable as hell.
Wards win games.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it still has that gem. So they're going to try and smoke, bypass the observers, bypass the vision, and Weaver crystallize. Or is he going to stick around for one too many waves? Lil is here vendetta. wards down. Obs and Sentry, the blink in, but the BKB's there. Nothing to stop that. So Puckchamp kind of had a loss at what they're meant to do. Maybe they find the next, but...
Play on the ward. I mean, you're playing for Roche. They're not playing for... I mean, obviously they're playing for kills, but they're not playing for kills. They want Roche. They want to kill someone and take Roche. They want to control top and take Roche. They shouldn't have given up this ward. Maybe they just don't feel like they can take a 5v5 and they know that Puckchamp has responded to it. But right now, if you back off, you give up wards like that, they're going to be the ones that probably get this Roche. Or Mind Games are going to be playing into complete fog.
You're losing traction on the map. It's like you take one step forward, 2 steps back. Falling into that triangle again. That's what's picking him up to. He's scouting forward. BKB is done for this Marcy though. So another ability here for maybe this Marcy to be that frontliner and get involved early on as they walk straight into the pit. I mean, Puckchamp, they've got to know something's going on. Raining the scan up the high ground, Swarm will be there, but Roche down to 2,000 HP. Time to make it move, time to make it fast. Lil jumped in, stuns the Alk. Finding their time with Malik and Astral though, they glimpse Lil back into Alchemist and they just let him die. Roshan about to fall, buyback now as Malik gets in, let's go back. Inside the arena, Roche about to drop. Still not picking up the Aegis though, it's on the floor, it's on the deck. Static Storm's on the Weaver now, Sar's done double time as the Viper punches into him. But Astral's died and the Weaver BKBs but doesn't get the timeouts up in time. The Viper grabs the Aegis, snatches it away as the guy got the kill, but Mars trapped inside that pit. Another toxin on him, and 3 gone on the side of Puckchamp. As Lil also brought back, but didn't really get back into the fight.
These guys were punching their keyboards. I swear to God, like the Aegis was on the deck for so long. I think Mars accidentally picked up the shot instead and was like trying to fumble his keys to try and drop something to get the Aegis.
Frantically pressing buttons.
Yeah, then Viper got it instead. Oh man.